welcome to my channel. I'm Caroline, and today I'm bringing you this sultry, outgoing, cool tone. I never do cool tones. Cool tone look coming your way, and I am loving it so much. I think it looks so good. I'm just like, I look in the mirror and I'm just like, I just want to smize. You guys know that word, smize, from America's Next Top Model? I just want to be just loving this look. I love the color combination. If you know me, you know I don't like green, but this green with this purple with this white kind of goldish, it's actually a champagne, but it's coming off as white, and I love how it looks. So before beginning this video, subscribe to my channel, because why not? Like this video, follow me on my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Everything will be here on the screen and down in the description box, so check it out. So without rambling on, because I do more than enough rambling in this video, let's begin. Today I'm starting off the video with eyes. So for eyeshadow primer, I usually use a concealer, and today I'm going to use my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 18, and this is what the bottle looks like. I'm just going to apply that to my eyelids. And just picking up, this is the Morphe E45. It's concealer buffing brush, but it's for under the eyes, so I usually for the eyelids. This is my favorite brush to use for this, and I'm not gonna set the concealer, I'm just gonna blend it out. So now I don't set my concealer anymore with powder. I just use a wet base because it makes the eyeshadow pop when you have a stickier base. Okay, so I look very crazy right now, but so what? And today I'm going to be using a combination of two palettes. I'm going to be using the Juvias Place Mascarade palette and the Morphe 35B. And this is their colorful palette. So the issue with this palette is been discontinued, but if you have any other colorful palette, you can also get the James Charles palette. It has a lot of the similar colors in this. So starting off the look, I'm going to pick up this shade right here. It's a very light greenish, almost bluish shade, which at first, like, honestly, it's not a shade that I go for ever, because it's not that, it's okay. You'll see I put it on my eyelids. It's all right. It's a good transition green. There we go. That's what I would call it, a very good transition green. I'm going to be using the Morphe E30 to blend it out, and most of all the brushes I use are from Morphe for future reference if you were curious, if you wanted to know. Just packing on that green and dusting off the excess. I'm just going to put this everywhere on my eyelid and start in small areas and gradually come into the eyelids. So I've been changing up how I do my eyeshadow, and I pack on a lot of pigment and do slow, not like I usually go like that, do little slow blending motions, just so you get a lot of pigment right from the beginning. And as you can see, that's a lot of green right from the beginning, even though it's a light green. I always wing it out, always wing out my eyeshadow. It's just a habit now. So I'm jumping into my Juvias palette, and I'm picking up the shade Zobo. I think that's the name of it. Zobo. And I'm picking that up with this Juno & Co brush in ES06. I actually got this in a kit, and these were actually cheap, and they always have 25% off at their site. This is the same website that has that microfiber sponge, so if you were to get anything from there, it will be the sponge and this brush. I love it to pack on pigment. And picking up that shade Zobo is really packing on that pigment, and this I'm just going to pack on in my eyelid. I'm not gonna bring it as high as the green, but I do want to pack it on, keeping it low. And just using a clean brush with absolutely nothing on it. This is another June & Co brush. This is ES07. It's another blending brush. I'm just gonna slowly and very lightly blend out those edges because I want to diffuse the color, but I don't want to take away from the green. Very slowly diffuse them colors. And I do want to add on a little bit more purple, and I'm just going to use a smaller brush and pick it up that shade Zobo again, and just in my crease, darkening it up in my crease. So I feel like some of that green went away, so I'm just gonna pick up this Morphe E30, and I'm not gonna add extra product. Whatever is here, which is still a lot, I'm just gonna blend out the edges between the purple and the green, and keeping some of that green there, and going back with my packer brush in the shade Zobo, and just pack it up a little bit more. And I'm just gonna blend that out with this small Luxie brush. This is a mini tapered brush. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it as is right now, and I'm gonna work on the other eye camera, and I'll be back in 1, 2. Okay, so I did my other eye off camera, and I'm loving the purple on the eyes. I'm gonna keep going with the purple family. And I'm going back to my Morphe 35O. So I'm picking up the darkest purple shade in this palette, and I'm packing that to the outer corner. And using my Morphe N433, which is this beautifully dirty brush right here. And I'm just picking up, and really packing on that pigment onto that brush. And I'm just gonna tap off that excess and really pack it on to that outer corner. So first I'm going to pack on the color, as you see, and then I'm gonna start going in circular motions and really build up that pigment. Don't worry if you get fallout like I just said. You're gonna wipe that off. That's why we started off with our eyes first, because of this issue I was trying to avoid. And I'm gonna bring this about halfway. Yeah, about halfway. I don't want to darken it too much, and I'm just gonna do my other eye. Okay, so I applied that dark purple, but I feel like I went a little too overboard, so I'm gonna tone it down a bit, and I'm gonna go back to that Morphe E30, picking up some of that green shade again, and just buffing it on top. Back and forth. Okay, so if you're at this point and you feel like it's a little messy, don't get discouraged. It will be hideous before it's beautiful. So now we're going to cut the lid. What was that movement? So now we're going to cut the lid. And just using the same concealer, I'm just going to grab some. This is a ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade 16 Fair. And picking up a small flat brush, which is this one right here. It should be this tiny. And I'm just gonna do a half cut crease. I'm not gonna go just halfway. So first I'm just gonna pack on the concealer to my eyelid and look up, and you see that line? That's where I'm gonna cut. I didn't want my inner corner to be this thick, but we're here already, so oh well. Okay, so I did some damage control and I kind of fixed it a bit. I'm gonna go back to my Morphe M433 and picking up some of that darker shade, and I'm just gonna blend out the concealer with the outer corner, And usually I just start with the shimmers and then do this, but I have found if you do it first like this, you won't see the separation from the concealer and the eyeshadow. So showing you up close, you see how it's difficult to see like where the line of the concealer ended? That's why you start with the outer corner first. Because if I add the shimmers first, then it's hard to blend out the outer corner because the concealer had already set on that side. So this, you can see, is a nice blend between the outer corner and the concealer. So for the shimmer shades, the exciting part, I'm going back to my Juvias palettes. I'm going to be using this green and this very light kind of champagne-y color. Using this Vicente eyeshadow 2 brush, which is basically a concealer brush, I'm going to be picking up that green, and I'm just gonna pick up some of that green. I'm not gonna add setting spray yet. I just want to see how much pigment I can get off with it, and it's very pigmented, as you can see. And this, I'm going to apply it in the middle. Usually I don't like greens, but this green is so pretty. So with no extra product, I'm going back to that Morphe M433 and just blending out them edges. You want everything to have a nice blend. That's the goal, the blendability. Now I'm going to pick up some of that light champagne-y color. Very pigmented, look at that. I'm going to add it to the inner corner. Okay, so that's one eye down. Next eye. Okay, so the eyeshadow portion of this look is mostly done. I just have the lower lash line to do, but I do that after I'll put on my makeup. So for eyeliner today, I'm going to be using the Seattle London Starstruck eyeliner, and this is what it looks like. It has a felt tip on one side, and it has a star side. To wipe off my makeup, I'm just going to use this oil-free Neutrogena eye makeup remover. I really like it, as you can see. It works really good to remove eye makeup. And I'm just going to use it on a regular schmegular wipe. I was going to put on some lashes, but I can't for the life of me find my eyelash glue. So these lashes would have looked so pretty with this look. Look how pretty they would have looked with this look. But can't find the glue. Search, and I cannot find it. So I'm just going to stack the mascara and my eyelashes and hope they actually show up with this thick ass liner. So I really want this video to be just mostly the eyes. I'm gonna do my base off a camera, but the rest is kind of like you've seen me do it already. And if you haven't, I do have literally all my other videos have me putting on foundation, concealer, powder. So for now, I'll see you in 1, 2. Okay, so I almost forgot about my lower lash line. So I'm going back and picking up that light green shade from the Morphe palette. And I'm going to blend that all along my lash line. So I'm just going to speed through this part. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from me. I hope you love this eyeshadow look as much as I do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my social medias. I'll put it here on the screen and I'll link it down below. Check me out and I'll see you in my next video.